Alright, hello everybody, Rux Cards back with you with a PSA reveal. It's a small order. I think there was only about 11 cards. 7 or 11 cards, I don't remember exactly how many, but just came in. Unpackaged most of it so I can, just for the timing of the video. I know that most of what I have in here is, I know I got a Winfield rookie that I've had in my PC for a long time. Nothing, I don't believe I expect to get a 10 out of this. I mean, I definitely am hopeful that PSA surprises me. Because if you saw my last PSA reveal, I showed this, one of my most disappointing cards that I got back was this one. And I'll show it again. So this is one of the most, anyone who's familiar with the O-Pee-Chee 1984-85 O-Pee-Chee set knows how difficult it is to get these cards centered, and without print lines and edge issues, it's just a very difficult set to do. And Yzerman's the best card in that particular year by far. This is one of the best Yzermans that I have. I have collected Yzerman. He's my favorite player in hockey for 25 years. I had at one time 19 of these O-Pee-Chees. Now, of course, most, I would say about 65% of them were off center and didn't look anywhere near as good as this one. I'll show it a little bit up closer further. I mean, how this came back from PSA is a 7. I was not happy with it at all. And if you go back to my last PSA reveal, and you'll see my initial reaction when I saw this live, and I was so upset about it. But I have another, 5 or 6 in my PC. One of them I knew was, and I'll get to it when I'm not sure which one's going to be, but I know it's in here. I bought on eBay several years ago there's a grading company in Canada called KSA. I think it's KSA grading. Let me see if I still have the label. I know I had the label. Let me see if I still have it. Yeah, give me a second. Here it is. I pulled it off because I actually took it out of the slab. And here's the label for it. So one of the Yzermans that are in here that I sent to PSA was graded a 9.5. You see right here from KSA. Here's their KSA grading. All right. So I bought it. I think it was like almost $500. Thinking I would, because it was so hard to get a 10 Yzerman. I figured I'd try to get a 9.5 from a KSA, which is a reputable grading company up there, and see if I can get at least a 9 or better from PSA. We're about to find out if I'm able to do that. But what makes it very discouraging is the 7 on this one. How this card is a 7, I'm never going to understand. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but I guess the reason why I'm pointing it out is because I'm trying to not set myself up to be disappointed with these grades, because that was one of the better Yzermans that I had that I sent in, and to get a 7 back was just very disheartening. So there's going to be a lot of Yzermans in here. Let me see. I don't know if I did 7 or 11. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's 11 cards in here. They did grade them all, so that's good. And looks like this is the back. Okay, this is the back. So we're going to start off with some Yzermans. Hopefully at least one of them I get a good score in here. I forget what else is in here, but most of them are, I would say about half of these are Steve Yzerman rookies. And then, like I said, there's a Winfield rookie in here. I forget what else. So here we go. Deep breath. Let's see if we can do better than a 7. I know most of these, depending, especially with that grade, I expect to be around 7 because, and And I'm not sure which one is the KSA. There's no way for me to show which one was the KSA out of here, so I don't know. Other than just trying to remember, it's probably the one that looks the best. So here we go. Starting off with the first Stevie Y. Let's see what we did. Let me get this fixed here. Seems like it's a little off. Fix that here. Alright, that's a little bit better. Okay, here we go. By the way, get a second to subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Another reveal coming up. I have SGC in order of like 20-something cards coming back. Probably another couple weeks. And then in between, we'll see what happens here. I might share some other stuff on my PC. But anyway, hit the subscribe button. Really appreciate it. All right, here we go. First one. We got a 7. So it's another 7. Now this one, I can almost see being more of a 7 because the centering is not as good as the other one. It's still not bad, but another 7. And I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm hoping to get better than a 7 on some of these, but at least the centering is off on this one. All right, here we go. The next one. This one might be the KSA one. At least in the back, it looks better centered. Let's see how we did. 6. Okay. See the upper right-hand side here? This is what I was talking about, some of the edging. So I just sent all the rest of the Yzermans in that I have just to see how he did. This one does not surprise me that it got a 6 because of that edging. But they, at PSA, grade these Yzermans, it seems, extremely tough. So that does not surprise me, getting a 6 on that one. All right, here we go. Another 7. Now this is another one that's off-centered. So I could see, I'm not going to get crazy about getting a 7 on this one. Sorry, let's hold it back a little bit. And one of these is that KSA 9.5. So we'll see how the next one is. Another 7. Man, they grade these hard. I've seen, and the reason why I'm a little disappointed is I've seen 8s and even some 9s that looked as good, at least as that first Yzerman I showed. But anyway, another 7. This could be the 8. One of these two is the KSA, well, KSA 9.5. So I expect one of these to at least be a freaking 8. A 3. What the hell? How is this a 3? Wow. This one got completely ripped to shreds. 3. This has got to be the KSA. Well, still got a couple more. Here we go. 7 again. Man. Unbelievable. Can I get anything higher than a 7, please? One of these has got to be. All right, this one's got to be the. This has got to be the KSA. I'm hoping. They got 6. So KSA 9.5 and one of these 7s is the KSA. Wow. None of them higher than the 7. Yeah, well, I expected to be disappointed. I'm not sure if I expected to be this disappointed. All right, here's a couple of these next cards here I got from a estate sale. I figured to get it graded. It was previously graded at Beckett. One was at Beckett 6 or 7, and one was an 8. I don't know, I forget now. Okay, we got a 6 there for the Len Dawson. And this should be Gale Sayers. Oh no, this is Winfield. Wow, my Winfield only got a 4. Wow. Man, they graded these hard. I got a hard grader, man. I don't know. I know it's not centered, but a 4? Another 6. So I get 2 6s on the, this is the sales card. Sayers card, I thought it was. And the last is a Mattingly rookie, and we got a 7 on the Mattingly rookie. So overall, super disappointing. I mean, one of these Yzermans was a KSA 9.5. I don't want to lay them all out, but, you know. My guess is probably the first one I showed, because I'm looking at the others. Definitely see glitches on those. That one came out of 3. I don't know what happened on that one. 7, 6. So that's not the KSA. I think the KSA, I would think almost was the 3. Wow, that would be shocking if the 3 was the KSA. I'm going to say probably not. My guess is the KSA is the first one I showed here. Okay, and so my little test and experiment. Again, here's the KSA label that I cracked it out. Okay, they gave this a near gem mint 9.5. PSA gave it a 7. I'm like 95, 100% sure. Well, I could be 95, 100% sure. 100% sure now this is the KSA one. 9.5 to a 7. So, take a hit on that for sure. Let me know your thoughts, especially any of you hockey experts out there that are familiar with this card. I mean, here's the original 7 from the last pull. So these are my 2 best Yzermans in terms of centering, color, and all that. Both of them came back 7s. Super disappointed. Super. I can't tell you how tough that is. 7 on these. Look for yourself. Go to eBay. Look at some 9s. They're not as nice looking as these. So, the PSA's got much harder grading these, which is fine if they want to do that, I guess. But I don't know. Give me your thoughts. I'd be interested in hearing what y'all have to say out there. I don't do a lot more hockey. I don't do much hockey anymore. Mainly, I just have the Yzermans. But man, the fact that I don't have anything, and I don't know what the heck happened on this 3. I mean, I don't know. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate it. Much larger SGC review coming up. Probably be posting that pretty soon. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. Really appreciate it as always. Give me a subscription, sub, if you don't mind. And we'll catch you next time. That's Brooks Card signing off. Take care.